battle over the so-called Epstein files, the Justice Department releasing some documents connected to the notorious trafficker, but now Attorney General Pam Bondi is accusing the FBI of withholding documents. Senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katursky is here with more. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning, Rebecca. Attorney General Bondi says this is just phase one. She's promising to open the government files on Jeffrey Epstein, but despite the hype, most of what she released so far had been made public years ago. Overnight, the Justice Department releasing material about the offender Jeffrey Epstein, including a 3-page evidence list cataloging what investigators obtained while searching his New York mansion and private Caribbean island. Among the items listed, a photo album of Girl and Epstein, a bag containing one set of copper handcuffs and whip, along with dozens of computers, hard drives, and recording devices, and a folder containing LSJ logbook, a reference to Epstein's island, Little St. James. Attorney General Pam Bondi went on TV to trumpet the release of this material, teasing a big reveal.
What you're going to see, hopefully tomorrow, is a lot of flight logs, a lot of names, a lot of information, but it's pretty sick what that man did.
But much of the material had been circulating in the public domain for years, including pilot logs from Epstein's plane and his so-called black book of names and addresses. Several conservative media figures were given early access during a visit to the White House, showing off binders and posing for pictures, some later posting how underwhelmed they were. Epstein died in jail before he could be tried on trafficking charges. His former paramour, Ghislaine Maxwell, was convicted and is now considering an appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court. Attorney General Bondi is promising to release more documents after a review to protect the identities of victims, guys.
So off top, first off, this is sick, straight up evil demonry, and it's absolutely appalling that these people walking out with the documents, this footage that's going around. I actually saw rapper 40 Glock posting this. Like, they're laughing. You've seen someone online said the youth were tortured, violated in KILLED. I was going to say oft, trying to censor myself or whatever, but you wouldn't know it by the way these individuals are smirking and clowning around. Like, what's wrong with these people and who the fuck are they? Everyone tap in and hit the comments. I always let you guys know I'm not Mr. Political, so please chime in. But what the fuck is that? They thought that's funny or something? You sick bastards. And you hear, what was that? The Attorney General, how she was saying, this is sick. He did some bad stuff. Like, no-ish. Why hasn't more been done about it? All that happened is he was brought into custody and, quote, air quotes, right, offed himself. And Ghislaine Maxwell was prosecuted. I think she got a light sentence, right? She didn't get life. And I'm seeing here there's reports now that she's going to file for an appeal. And you know what? I wouldn't be shocked if she ends up getting it. You know what I mean? This whole situation just turns my stomach, makes me sick. It's not something that I covered a little bit here and there. But it's freaks me to fuck out. You know what I mean? To know that there's individuals that were a party to this sick demonry. And, they're walking around like you hear about in this, the evidence and all that, that there was money in an envelope that said SK. And, they're like, that's one of his former associates. Well, who the fuck is SK? Why haven't they found that out? Why hasn't more been done? You know what I mean? It's like he just got offed, quote unquote. Her trial went along. She got locked up and end of story. But now we see it brought back up into the news. And from everything I'm seeing, and once again, I need to hear from everyone because I'm no expert. I'm seeing a lot of people saying what the news was saying, that majority of this stuff was public. I'm seeing a lot of people online claiming they have all these documents. Is that possible? Is that true? I know there's someone that watched my channel that used to comment that they had the documents. But I remember there was like fake documents going around, and allegedly, reportedly. It's such a confusing situation, and there's so much flummery surrounding it, which should not be the case, but is the case. And it just freaks me out, man. You know what I mean? To know that there's, again, people who were a part of this ish, and they're free. It's twisted, man. But you see, rapper 40 Glock, when he posted it up, he put a caption up. he said, I'm a bit confused. I'm pulling it up, y'all, on the comment, or I'm sorry, caption that he put up. But it says, where is it? Biggest joke ever, all pro Israel, which I think he meant to say Israel, right? Or maybe was he typing it that way for some other reason? I don't know. Clowns boasting they got Epstein released first. We know we will not get the truth, or would have to be, or I'm sorry, would have be open to the public first. They are making, he put that, but he must have meant they are making a clear joke out of everybody boldly. And once again, it's sick and twisted. Like, all these people should be ashamed of themselves in that video, sitting there clowning and smiling and cheesing in the camera. What's wrong with you sick sons of bitches, you know? And in the comments, but he was asking, like, I think, because it's a poll, yes or no, will we get the truth? Do you trust everyone? Let's do that same poll in the comment sections of this video. Do you feel that you will get the truth? Do you feel that it's just being covered up? Like, some people are saying, like, it'll be heavily redacted when it comes out. Someone says Trump himself is on the list. He's not going to let that info go. Now, I know my guy, Mr. Brenneman, he's been supporting the channel for a long time. Shout out to Brenneman. He has shared, you know, as there is pictures out there of Trump with Epstein, as there is a lot of celebrities with Epstein, but he was saying how Trump didn't fuck with him like that. Those pictures happened out in public, and that there was a social club or something like that, maybe that Trump had, or some kind of business or bar that Epstein was banned from. But then there was that wild-ish that was going on. Comment if you guys remember that. I have to try and pull it up, where someone that was a prosecutor on Epstein, not the case where he offed himself, the one where he got that ludicrous plea deal in Florida way back, someone who was supposed to prosecute him, or could call herself prosecuting him, had something to do with Trump's cabinet last time around, and then stepped down when the Epstein arrest happened. Do you guys remember that? By the time this video is up, I may have some info in the video based on that, because I did some kind of video on it before. There was something that I was covering where it came up and the guy stepped down, and that was a bit funny style. But you see, someone says here, oh, they didn't do this with Diddy or Kelly. I'm sure a lot of names will be left out, redacted, I'm sure. Where's the guy, though, responding to the Trump thing? Oh, Trump himself is on the list. He's not going to let that info go. Right here, dude says he's never been to Epstein Island or on the plane. First off, he's got his own planes. Pictures where he is seen with Epstein were at parties in open places where just about everyone was, until Trump found out what Epstein was doing. And then someone responded and said, do you say the name about the Diddy parties then, friend? Bad company corrupts good character. Mr. Red Hat has had a lot of bad company. So what do you guys think about that? You know, your stance as far as Trump and Epstein. Do you indeed believe that he had nothing to do with them, or what? You know, and again, about the individual that was a part of that team that was supposed to prosecute him in Florida and just let him off the hook the way they did. They gave him a ludicrous plea deal. It was like straight up bullish. But yeah, man, it's just crazy. Some people are calling this a PR stunt. Did you notice too, the person said the so-called Epstein files? Like, why did she reference it like that? And there's also allegations of withholding. So what the fuck is going on? Let's talk about it all. Fill me in for those that are up on this. Oh, and I seen someone else saying RFK, that they're saying, you know, as he's part of Trump's squadron this time around. There's all kinds of allegations of RFK having something to do with Epstein. Is that just talk? Is there something there? Like, help me figure all this ish out. But like I said, it really just freaks me to fuck out. This sick, evil bastard, all wicked demons. You know what I'm saying? Those that been following the channel, you guys already know. Like when we were covering the wicked Jeffrey Maustein, second cousin allegedly, of Epstein. No, second cousin once removed on his mama's side. And they're just evil. And, they should all DIE and burn in HE double hockey sticks. Straight up. And it just creeps me out that the way this case was handled and just all the funny style stuff surrounding it, like I said, and then just in general in this country with the trafficking and all that. And, more should be done. It's crazy to me, too, all the stuff that Snowden leaked out, the satellites and all that, like that could be used to solve all kinds of crimes, but it's only if it's national security. All kinds of people go missing, kids go missing and ish, and like, why is that technology not used? It makes no sense. That's not a like national security breach with that kind of sick, twisted ish happening. Like it just all flux me up, creeps me out. I just don't like it, man. Evil, pure evil to this magnitude is just flat out disturbing. And with that being said, as I close this video out, who watched that Channing Tatum movie? What is it? Blink Twice or Flash? I can't remember because it was about the camera. Was it Blink Twice? I can't believe Channing Tatum took that role. They did a good job scumbagging him up, having him looking like that creepy flucker, even though it's not him, you know what I mean? Obviously the character was based off of him, and they gave him that old dirtbag look, you know what I'm saying? Creepy movie, man. And it makes you wonder too, like I point out, man, not to get all tinfoil hattish and conspiratorial on y'all like that, but movies often have, I'm not saying all movies, but there's movies that have like had strange similarities to the future, or like it almost feels in ways at certain times they're like playing with you a little bit, like conditioning you, or like, oh, this is what's really going on. I mean, I'm not, it's facts mixed in fiction and stuff like that. And, the CIA has flat out funded movies. That's actual factual. But, yeah, man, shit's crazy. Let's talk about it. Subscribe. It's Coffee signing out. Peace.